Okay, so I am back from Denmark and I took this sketchbook with me. And I just wanted to flip through real quick and show you guys some of the doodles I did while I was there. There's not like a whole lot, but it was mostly collaborative stuff, so whatever. And this was just something I had done before I left. These were just some little sketches I did in the airport. I had a 6-hour delay in Chicago, and I was just sketching, but it was really, it wasn't even that it was awkward sketching in public. It was more like it was awkward sketching at an airport because like you start to do something and then some rando comes up to you and asks you a question. So yeah, I also almost lost my phone in the bathroom, so we don't talk about that, but whatever. And I was trying to keep an eye on my flight because they changed my gate on me at the very last second. And I know it was 6 hours, but leaving the country took a long time because they take you from one transport to another. And yeah, so leaving the country was difficult. They gave you this big lecture about how you're no longer a U.S. citizen, blah, 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 blah. It was really stupid. And then by the time I got there and then found something to eat, like no one in the international terminal really spoke English. So there was that. It was pretty rough. Anyway, it was just frustrating. But I did it, so it doesn't matter. Then there's some more sketches. That's just a little cat doodle of, I was staying with a friend and she has a very fluffer cat named Judy. So I did a little drawing of that. I did a Prehistoria Lars and Cherry. I was working on this in the plane. But again, I was on the plane. So it's hard to draw on a plane because the person next to you, like, depending on where you go and who you're sitting next to, can be just it was rough. When I travel, want to be left alone, and most people when they travel, they're trying to like make friends and talk. And it's not that I have a problem with talking or anything like that. It's that my job revolves around me talking needlessly with people and forcing small talk all the time, and I'm very good at it. But I didn't want to. I wanted to focus on getting to my destination. I didn't want to talk to people, didn't want to make friends. I just wanted to get from point A to point B because it was already stressful as is. I am probably the worst traveler ever. I think I'm just a bitch, and that's all there is to it. Anyway, so this was the doodle, I want to say like the first or second night I was staying with my friend. I did one part. She did Ray's face. This is Night Magician. Yeah, I know it's supposed to be Night Magician, but it's not. It's Magician. But she did the face, and I screwed it up by doing the body. She asked me, we were asking each other what to draw or telling each other what to draw, so I tried to draw her character, Oliver. He looks like a very angry old man here, so I don't know. And then I drew Sebastian. This is Oliver as a human with the blue eyes. This is Lars and Cherry having a vampiric dispute. I really just wanted to draw things. We were watching Castlevania, the Netflix series, while we were doing this anyway. Drew a picture of Sebastian washing his face. I drew Lydia. Not Lydia, I'm sorry. Alana. And that's Lars's and Cherry's daughter. She has her mother's RBF, but she totally is a very nice person. I drew Janice as a proper gentleman, grown up. I started this one, but then Chris drew in my book, and I didn't want to mess it up by inking it because I was worried that the ink would transfer over. So I didn't finish this one. It's supposed to be Alana, but yeah. So she drew Oliver, how she saw Oliver in my sketchbook, and I'll keep it forever, and I made her sign it. He's finger gunning. See, and it's funny is I was thinking like finger bang, but then I remembered, oh yeah, it means two different things. So I didn't want to mess it up with anything, so I left the back of that page blank. Ray and Piper have kids at some point, and this is Ray and Piper's, they have twins, and this is Ray and Piper's son, who looks very much like Ray, and I did that on purpose because I wanted him to look like Ray. He looks like a daddy. And this is, and I had run out of my Pentel pen, so I bought another pen, but it was like more of a permanent marker, so it went straight through, which I was very sad about. So fortunately, I had remembered to bring my Stabilos with me. Stabilo, yeah, and I have like the felt tip ones, so I was able to start doing that. This is their twin daughter. There's supposed to possibly be names for them. I can't remember right now. She looks very much like Piper in this, but I also I forgot a couple things. It's just, you know, we were just collaborating anyway, because I drew the twins and she drew the twins, so yeah. Yeah, she looks like her mama. When she's younger, she looks a lot like her daddy, though, because she's got the wispy bangs, but she gets older, she looks like her mama. This is a page of Piper, pregnant Piper, and Ray, and they're so cute together. This is a picture of Janice eating apples, because he likes... It's funny, as I pronounce it Janice, but she was pronouncing it Yanis. Again, cultural differences on how a J is actually pronounced. So it was interesting, sitting and actually talking with somebody about characters and stuff like that. It's really nice. We saw a Viking exhibit, so I drew Piper in some of the older Danish clothing. This isn't necessarily Viking age. It's a wool blouse. They called it a blouse and a wool skirt. I just wanted to draw Piper in it because it was really cute. I like the idea of it because they wore the blouse and the skirt, and then they wore like a tunic sort of thing over top of it, like a wool tunic. So, I mean, it's right and it's wrong. It's wrong in so many ways. Like, culturally, I am awful, but whatever. I drew it. This is actually based on the design of a necklace that Chris gave me. It's a little silver Viking ship with a spot of amber, like a square of amber, because amber, they call it the Viking gold. They traded amber for gold, I guess, which is kind of cool. And this was a symbol that we saw a display on in the boom room. It was really cool. Then I took a bunch of pictures of like knives from the prehistoric Neolithic times. And it's going to be applied, like those designs are going to start being applied to my handlers in Prehistoria. And since Cherry's, oh, her nose is really long now that I look at it. It should be like up here a little bit more. Anyway, since Cherry is the prehistoric, one of my prehistoric handlers, I put human Cherry in there. I decided to draw her with a whalebone knife that I saw. It was either whalebone or antler. I think it was either one. They have both, but yeah. And then this was a doodle I never finished. And then we were talking about other role plays to do. And we had mentioned doing like a current day sort of thing, like with our characters like Cherry and Lars. And I doodled this really quick. The volleyball player Cherry, like she plays volleyball, but she's kind of an ass. Like she's a jerk, and I purposely want her like that because that's how she is. But like I just kind of made her into like this really sassy, bitchy, like hot chick, but kind of like rock punk sort of styled. I don't know. It's hard to say. Anyway, so she had styled Lars to be like a bully. She said it was like university level, but like because it's not the same here. We don't have bullies in university around here. Not really. Not like high school. High school's where most people get that stuff out of their system. But anyway, doodled it, and she did a response, which I didn't take a picture of. She's got the response, so, and it's funny. But then I did another response here and you know, just as a reminder, Cherry is not PC. She says everything offensive that she possibly can. That's just her personality. Not even her personality, it's just her behavior, because I don't believe that saying mean things is a personality. It's a learned behavior, but that's Cherry, guys. She's offensive. She's supposed to be, so don't come after me. And then I do like a current day Piper, who's just a little nerd studying her anatomy and physiology. And I love putting her in the glasses. It's adorable. It's adorkable. Oh my god, yeah, I got to say it. And then this was another, she did her response and then I did my response. I forgot to put the markings for her two-tone in there, but that's okay. But this was a lot of fun because drawing Cherry being a jerk is amazing. And really that's all we did, because like most of our time was spent walking around and stuff, because we walked around Odense. I pronounce everything wrong. And taking transport to go places and eating and just kind of hanging out and then watching some movies and stuff like that. So, I mean, I always have my sketchbook with me, but most of what I wanted to draw was collaborative stuff and, you know, just sitting down and talking about that. I also did at least one watercolor painting while I was there, but I left it there. I didn't like it, so I left it because that's what I do. I think Chris kept it. And I have a new it's A7 paper, because that's all I buy is A7, I guess. It's my favorite. But yeah, so these are just the doodles. Again, most of my doodles, they're all based around collaborative stuff, but this was like some of the most fun, because most of our time was spent just talking collaboratively, which again was really, really nice. I don't get an opportunity to do that very much. So we were just talking about plans for like the future role plays and stuff like that, talking about all the different things we do, the mouse role play, the Prehistoria stuff. It just was a lot of fun. It was a great learning experience for me. It taught me not to be afraid of foreigners. Not that I really was, but afraid to go visit and things like that. The whole trip was just really amazing. Everybody was so nice. The worst time I had was actually here in the U.S., both leaving and coming back. That was it. London and England was amazing. Everybody was so nice and polite. Like, the whole process was streamlined. I didn't have to wait hardly for anything. And then, of course, Copenhagen. They were a little leery of me coming into Copenhagen, but understandably, there's a huge immigration problem over there right now with Norway. I think it was Norway closed their borders. So a lot of the immigrants from Syria will go through Denmark to get to Norway, but they aren't allowed in anymore, so something like that. I could be wrong. I know that I had listened, but might not have retained accurate information. I just know that they're having an immigration issue right now with people showing up who aren't supposed to be there because, well, I mean, I guess I don't know. It's a mess. But they wanted to make sure that when I was coming into the country that I would be leaving the country, which is fine. I understand, because it's very similar to here in the U.S. We have a lot of people coming in who don't necessarily intend to leave once they're here. But yeah, but you know, they just had to ask their questions. And then on my way out, like, they were so nice. They invited me back to the country and I was like, oh, that's nice. So yeah, it was a very good time. Again, I don't have that many art friends who are within my reach. I mean, I do have some. I have one who's very close by. I just don't have the time to run down there when I'm working so much. Unless I take time off work. I friggin' had to take almost a month off of work just to go to Europe. But yeah, but just being around other artists with similar interests, it was a very healthy environment, I think, and I hope it was the same in response. I hope she got something out of it too. Just there's not that many, like, I mean, I'm sorry, I mean, it's not like, and people are like, oh, it's just furry art. It's like, no, it's not. It's a specifically geared thing. It's not furry. I like drawing mice people in historical settings, and I don't see anything wrong with that, and there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is it's such a small area of interest that it's hard to find other people who are into it or who want to stay into it. It's like they might be like, oh yeah, you know, what you're doing is interesting, you know, it's cute, blah, blah, blah. And they'll be interested for like a little while, but then, they go about their own thing and they're not interested anymore. And it's hard to find people who are interested in it and want to stay interested in it and also are friendly and also want to stay friends. You know what I mean? Because like I said, in the past, it's like I found people with similar interests, but they just disappear one day. So, yeah. But yeah, the whole thing was super interesting, but it was really, really, really healthy. There's no other way to explain it. Is like the whole experience was healthy. So, yeah. I mean, like, I had actually hoped to get this whole sketchbook filled up, but I wanted to do, like, correct, full-on, completed illustrations, and it didn't really happen the way I wanted it to, but that's okay. I have a lot of inspiration for future illustrations, that's for sure, so, yeah. And see, and this is, like, I can tell when I'm starting to get loosened up, and unfortunately, it was, like, a time to go. We were also hanging out with other people who weren't into art, or didn't draw and stuff like that. So that kind of, obviously you're not going to sit there with your face in your sketchbook when you're around other people who aren't necessarily into that. You kind of want to be polite and socialized and all that good fun stuff. But yeah, it was a very good experience. And I wanted to show you guys the little mini sketchbook review here of the stuff that I did while I was over there. Now, for those of you who are curious, this is a new sketchbook. Oh no, you've got my phone number. Oh well, I don't care. This is a new sketchbook, and it's a moleskin. Oh yeah, I also got band merch for the Nimwits. This is a moleskin. I'm gonna pick up another one when I go out today, I think, because I really like this. I want to get it in a different color though. And these were some sticker designs for Piper that I had planned out. This was a response to the role play that I'm in with Chris. These are some cherry stickers. I don't like that one, but these were some sticker ideas for cherry. And then these were just a couple more doodles that I had figured out that I wanted to do. I kind of really like that little mouse skull there. It's like, oh, so sad. But yeah. This is Cherry. It's supposed to be Pirate Cherry. She's like wearing like a pirate. I forget what the jacket's called. Not a duster. Can't think of it right now, but it's supposed to be like his emblem that she's wearing or something like that. I don't know. Basically, he's just like collared her or something. Yeah. Then you guys got the rest of it. So, anyway, I'm gonna shut up because I have to go start getting ready. We have to go do a little bit more Christmas shopping. And I'm going to go get another moleskin as a present to myself for being so amazing. Oh yeah, by the way, that's Alyssa. That's Alyssa. The stickers aren't lasting. I meant to send her a message about this. This is Party Neko. But yeah, the ink is falling off these stickers. I don't know what process was used to seal them, but it's not holding up. But this is Party Neko, and I love the sticker. And then this right here was just some band merchandise. My friend Chris, her, I want to say stepdad? I think he's a stepdad. He has a band called the Nimwits. They're like a punk band, a Danish punk band. Kind of like a Flogging Molly sort of feel to them, or a Dropkick Murphys feel to them. But yeah, they're on Spotify. They're on YouTube. Check them out. Check them out, because look, it's Lars. Lars is their mascot. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now, and I am going to go get ready to go. So thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.